Welcome back to the channel, Massillon22 here, and welcome to, I think it's going to say in a moment, so I'm not going to bother saying it. Doki Doki Literature Club. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. We'd like to review a detailed content warning which contains spoilers. I already know what happens in the game, but I'm not just going to say no anyway. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you've noted the game's age rating in your region. You're consent. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm aware. So, this is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be, I think it's 3D? Can't tell. It looks 2D right now. But what I believe, oh wait, actually, oh well, fuck. Let's just put my name. Believe side stories come with a plus. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna bother with doing voices. So, hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any tension she might draw herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. Warning. I jump from Sayori to Sayori like every single time I say the name. I just haven't landed on a way to say it. There probably is one I'm going to use more than the other, but at the same time, I forgot how upbeat this music was, Jesus Christ. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah, that kind of friendship. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk, and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe. But only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking of I'm saying this. I'm like saying these sentences in my own word. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Dylan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be so mean if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Kiki. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Dylan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I just dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much. Damn it, added words again. A little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Same. I'm happy I just named it myself. That's me. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. We at least promise you will try a little. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I don't know why, but I just imagine him saying that in stress. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before you know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Okay, I will say another warning before I keep on moving on. I'm not used to talking this much in videos, but I'm going to have to talk almost non-stop for this entire thing. Oh! One thing I never thought about. There we go. How... Huh. It's just because in the game, like on the computer, it messes with your game files. So I wonder how it's gonna work this time. Because obviously you can't just go into your game files. Well, at least I don't think so. Anyway, moving on. Alright, so for talking for this long, my Scottish accent's going to slip out like hell. I'm not even going to try and hide it because I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, there's no point. I'm never going to be able to. I'm wondering about the file situation. Anyway, moving on. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in class. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president. That's not English. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after being the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Heh. Don't make promises you can't keep. Can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. And I have watched folk play this game about 5 times, and I still don't know which is true. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Where the hell's the music? There we go. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy? I just realised I said I'm not going to do voices, and I'm inadvertently doing voices. Sayori's just a wee bit toned down version of my Scottish accent. I just made Yuri sound more, I'm just going to say posh, and then I made Natsuki sound annoying. Ah well, way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Dylan, what a nice surprise. Yeah, I'm not doing any voice for you, bitch. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognise. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say the things like that. Yuri, who appears more Give a minute for my brain to process that word. Who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's good to see you again, Dylan. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Dylan. We made room at you for the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey! I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. I got a little too excited. Then, how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. So, next time that I'm recording this video, I'm getting a goddamn tall drink of water because my throat is dry. I'm not used to talking this much, even along my friends, so if I start just slurring words, don't blame me for it, especially if I don't pick up that I'm slurring them. Because my throat is so dry. Anyway, moving on. I'm trying to get to the end of this day, like where you make the poem before I leave the episode. Yeah, I've read that. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs the wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! How does the English language... You... Yeah, let's go with that. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate are used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sarah grabs one first, then Monika. I follow. It's delicious! Sarah talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. Wait, is his mouth also full? I'm not going to do a mouthful impression. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard... What? Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Please tell me that's just because he likes anime and not this game for some reason already chucked me past the first playthrough. Yeah, again, Sayori's still here. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for, you know, you, dummy. Can we have that in a little bit of Japanese? Baka. Anyway, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an elbow, then smiles at me. So, What made you consider the Literature Club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or any... You could probably be a board member for... Fuck. You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and Jesus Christ, and publicity on how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastic. Fuck. See, I really need water. I'm not gonna bother leaving the video though, but I go get water. Enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So Dylan, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read for the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not that much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I'm just going to check I'm not just somehow missed the fact that it says video club ended. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of her own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. A desperate glass is something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that. God damn it. That was Scottish as hell. I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. So real horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, that's because eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the class club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands around on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. Oh wait, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe share some of your your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea. Everyone? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Dylan? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Eh? What's that? Now we're back onto the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made the decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought. Dylan, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I pay. It's the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes! I'm so happy! Sarah wraps my arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came by for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Oh yeah, I forgot. Natsuki swears. Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Natsuki, you having fun eating Monika's hair? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Dylan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Dylan, since we're already done here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sarah and I never walked home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and, of course, Monika. Yeah, of course Monika, you fucking evil bitch. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay, so I'll do... Yeah, I'm aware. I'll do this. Boop. Sorry. Secretive. Raindrops. Bubbles. Hopeless. Oh, okay. Daydream. Yep, thought that. Bed. Yep, there we go. Kawaii. Philosophy. Anxiety. Okay. Alone. If Sayori jumps, gonna be concerned. Oh god. I know the whole premise is Sayori, but I didn't know how easy you could get to see. Oh. Jesus. Poof. Scars. Oh god. Empty. Existence. Clouds. Unstable. Lazy. There we go. Okay. And with that, I'm going to leave the episode here. Please, if you liked it, drop a like, and I'll hope to see you in the next episode. There might be a little bit after this if I find out how the hell I'm going to look at the files and all that, so maybe see you in about 2 seconds.